Okay, today we're going to program Jesse Sproul's next logo, and he wanted a Cummins sign. So you can hang this up in your garage like you're working down at Hunter's Truck Sales. So we'll go to File, Import, and we will select Jesse's file, which when I'm working, what I normally do, I just save them right to the desktop. And once I complete the work I'd like to do, normally what I do is then move it to the folder I'd like to specify that in. So okay, we'll drag and drop our image. Now this image is a little fuzzy on the outside edges, so when we got to make this thing a vector, we should see if that takes care of it. So we will go and our image is still selected. We'll go to AccuScan and we'll do logo complex. We'll vector that image, close, and we'll see what we come up with here. So there we go. Smooth it out. The letters look pretty good. No issues in regards to that. Now, one thing we do want to take a look at is, we'll delete that, uh, the outside edge of this. So if I get to cut this right now, it's going to cut out the large white C, and the rest of those letters are going to fall out of there. So what we're probably going to have to do here is, well, first we're going to do an XOR weld, and that's going to cut out the white sections. So let's reselect this. Let's go to our XOR weld. Yes, and we'll see what that does for us. So right now our letters are going to fall out of there. Okay, so that's going to kind of be a problem. We'll just have the Common C, and then the S will stay attached because it's part of that outside frame. So what we'll do with this thing, we will take and put it on a substrate. We will take and draw a rectangle, and let's make it a different color so we can see what we have here, and we'll make it fit that. So we're also going to take and make our image the size that he wants it, and the size that Jesse came up with was uh, roughly a 20-inch sign. So let's adjust this here. We'll lock our aspect ratio or our proportional, and let's go 20. That's roughly 20 by 19.8, so it's pretty close to 20 inches square. What we'll do next here, we will take this. We're going to make this, let's try it the same size. Roughly, let's bring this 0, 0, and we'll also make this 20. 20. Oh, still proportional, my bad. Okay, and we will take and send that image to the back. And you can see we have left up here. So let's try that again and see what happens. Okay, so what that did, it actually took and blew out the back side of it. Now, that will work for it. Have the large Cummins C, and we got rid of the stuff in the background. So most of your Cummins signs actually look like this. Your decals you get, they're going to back a window or something like that. So this worked for us. Now, it did change the size a little bit because we got rid of the outside edge of that background. So let's clean this up first. Um, oh no. Let's see. Oh, let's see if this will let me move it. Okay. So let's select this stuff, rid of it. There we go. And we have this image left. We do need to get rid of the circle that was part of that register logo, this thing right here. So if we go to, it's not going to let me ungroup. Sometimes when it does this, it stays connected, won't let us get rid of it. One simple way to do that, just a quick way, we'll draw a quick box on top of this. And what we'll do is select everything. And let's make sure we're getting the back of this. And let's see if we can join those together. It's not cooperating. Let's try it like this. Sometimes if I barely overlap it and I select both, there we go. Let's weld this together. Now what for some reason, it takes off to separate image. So I can delete this, and that will mess it out of there. We still have our Cummins logo, which is good. We want this at, Jesse said, roughly 20 inches. So let's go 20 for the width. Oh, sorry, have the portion lock. Go try that again. Okay, so we're 20 by roughly 19.7, which is fine, like a 20. So that looks pretty good. It's a nice, smooth looking cut. Let's take this thing here and let's do one over on it. None of our letters have centers that will fall out or lose. That's actually good to go. That's ready to cut. We'll take and do a male tool path on that. And we'll check our tool path, make sure we look kosher there, which it does. Last thing we want to do is make sure that our image is out of the negative plane. Excuse me, so we'll go to our XY, 0, 0, and that image is ready to cut. Okay, let's also save our job. File, save as, and we're just going to go to, I'll put it, we'll just go back to the desktop now, and we'll just call this file final, and that's our edu file. Okay, so that's ready to cut. I found a piece of, even it's a large image, I don't have a lot of big stuff left. I have some ratty looking stuff in the back. We'll clean up and we'll make the sign out of that. So that's it, folks.